Whatever brought down a Malaysian jet over Ukraine this summer did it quickly. A preliminary report on the crash of MH17 found there was no warning before the plane was hit by multiple high-velocity objects. It says the plane broke up in mid-flight. Our Mike Armstrong was on the ground in eastern Ukraine just after the crash and has details of what Dutch investigators have discovered.
The seasons may be changing, but the situation on the ground is not. The wreckage of MH17 still sits like junk, scattered across an area of about 50 square kilometers. Pro-Russia rebels claim to be protecting it from scavengers. One can understand this is scrap metal, he says. Life is hard now. People have to eat. Now, as parts of the plane likely disappear forever, the first official conclusions about the crash are being released. Dutch investigators say the plane was hit by multiple high-energy objects.
Flight MH17 broke down in the air. That's because of a lot of damage of the aircraft.
One piece of evidence cited in the report is a part of the front fuselage from just under the left cockpit window. It's a part of the plane we saw lying on the side of the road in a small village. Investigators say the puncture holes and indentations indicate that whatever damaged the plane came from the outside. Now, that conclusion is consistent with a Russian Buk surface-to-air missile. They're made to explode before impact and send shrapnel tearing through the target. In Malaysia today, as two bodies from flight MH17 were repatriated, the country's transport minister said Malaysians demand justice. They want to know, he says, who pulled the trigger.
Well, somebody have to be responsible, so we would like to find out who.
Now, Russian officials are downplaying the report, insisting investigators haven't examined the wreckage on the ground. Of course, the reason for that is the ongoing bloody civil war and the fighting between Ukrainian forces and pro-Russia rebels.
Flight 17 was
For this mother who lost two children in the crash, Russian President Vladimir Putin should do more to help investigators.
How would he feel when somebody killed his family, his daughter, his grandchildren?
For nabestaanden.
The Dutch Prime Minister is promising the investigation will continue. Investigators are heading back to Ukraine this week and will visit the site as soon as it's safe. Now, there's no way to predict how long that could be, but if it's not before winter, they may have to wait until spring. Mike Armstrong, Global News, Montreal.